I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right.
G'day guys, Tiny here from Offtap Brewing. Well, just gonna squeeze a video out of my tight little space in my shed. As you can see, we've got the welder, the compressor, the shop vac, the saw. We're gonna get rid of all this crap here. All these bottles, guys, are going. They're just all gone. I'm gonna put my actual toolboxes in there, my tool cabinets in there, and these tools against the wall. I need this runway back. Tiny needs to dance. He needs to show off his skill on the runway. So yeah, we're gonna get the runway back, guys. But let's get a brew. Sit you down here while we get a brew. Hey. There we go. I managed to pull off a brew here on Saturday. Fantastic. Everything worked. Everything worked awesomely. When I had the container, I'll start a list of the things that really helped on the brew day. When I had the container put down, I put a couple of bricks under the back to jack it up, so I had a forward tilt on the container. Any spills, any water, any leaks, I wanted to make sure that I was running out. The water was running out. So I'm yet to paint this floor here. I've decided to go with some paint and paint it to seal the wood. That's one problem that I have to secure. I don't want the mold to start growing in the wood. But when I was rinsing the wort or the spills and the powder off, all the water just ran out the door. It was perfect angle. Also, guys, when I was filling my cubes, the tilt of the floor tilted the cubes back enough that I could get an extra fill in them. Like normally I put a block of wood under them, or I held them and burnt my hand, or I had to tilt the cubes back towards the back of it and leave the opening, the lid hole, I leave that sort of at the front, so when it filled, I actually got more wort in them. So I fill my cubes to the top. Here we go, we'll have a look at that. I fill them to the top. Airspace for Tiny is a bad news. Airspace for anyone cubing beers is bad news. And I see them in the shops. And they start fermenting in that and getting mold around the lids, and I just laugh. That's why Tiny's got a better product. Because I'm not afraid to give away an extra 2 or 3 litres of wort. It's not a big deal. We add that in and 100 grams of grain to cover it. And that way I have no product coming back. But that's for another video. Actually, I've done videos on that, on the cubing of these guys. So if you haven't seen my important cubing videos and things that I've worked out from doing this over many years, definitely check those out, guys. They're in my back catalogue. I'm linking nothing in the description down below. Just so you know, I am that fucking lazy. Alright, you can see my setup here behind us. Let's tilt this forward a little. You can see the setup behind us. We've got the Brewmaster, the mash tun, and the urn. The urn there was absolutely fantastic. The best idea putting that up there I've ever had in the world. Yeah, guys, looks a bit cluttered, but I'm just making sure everything's dry 100% before I put it all the way into the mash tun. I don't want mold. That's why I've got to paint the floor and all that sort of shit. But guys, I've got a wort chiller here. An immersion chiller, a wort chiller, homemade jobby. I used it once to try and cool wort. The water comes out of my tap here in Brisbane, Queensland, at 33 degrees during summer. And how the fuck am I going to cool my wort down to 20 degrees with that? Ain't going to work. That's why I got into cubing. That's been sitting with the dust on it for years and years. While it was in here, and I should have thought of this before, like on the brew day, I should have thought about it a couple of hours earlier. Because what I did by adding that into my sparge water really increased my ramp time through my Brewmaster into my mash tun. Now it goes up through there and in there. All I had to do was make a fitting, which I had the spare parts for, and it all just hooks up nicely. Runs through there absolutely beautifully. But the hours, I estimate it's going to save me on a brew day an hour and a half of ramping up for temperatures. I really do. I reckon I'm going to save that much time being able to control this at about 5, I'm guessing here, 5 to 10 degrees higher than what I actually want and run that pump through, I am going to be able to save myself an hour and a half, is my estimation. So in ramp times, like if I can install that, ramp that up to 90 degrees, and then run that through there. It's not going to come out here at 90 degrees on the spot. It's actually going to labour and it's actually going to equalise out. But even if I have to add another pigtail element or some sort of smaller, I've got the little 150 kilowatt, 150 watt elements like I've got in my pots. I've got those. I'm actually thinking of maybe installing one of those in here just to really help it out. Just really get it up there and to maintain that temperature. But this here was mate, it was magic. I do have to cut the lid out because that's not coming out of there now. That's going to be a permanent placement in my urn, my sparge water urn. When I'm doing a 150 litre batch, guys, in the big pot that the camera's sitting on, the big pot, this 40 litre urn is all the sparge water I need. And a little bit more. So, that is perfect there. This little brewing area here, it's different perspective of it. There's a perspective. That little brewing area there is absolutely magic. I can't believe how well that fell together and all the good things that happened on the brew day. Having that above there. Having the tilt on the thing on the floor, having I've got these little things here, these little clips here, they go up and down. These little clips here, I just move that there. I've got one to hold that up when I need to hold it up. I've got a box of these friggin' things. I can put multiple ones on here. They drop down there and I can raise my grain bags, my mash bags out of the mash tun. And they hold quite well. They hold 45 kilos each, I think. Pretty sure from memory, 45 kilos each. Little ratchet and a clip. Just pull that up and the grain bag comes up. Can suspend that there. That one there, obviously, for the power. The big stuff, pulling that out. And yeah, guys. Couldn't believe it. What an excellent brew day I had. Everything just... I literally just crammed as much crap in here as I could and then thought, shit, I want 3 fridges in here. Put 3 fridges in here. Almost bought a chest freezer yesterday off one of those buy, swap and sell page things. And I was thinking, fuck, if I can move that down there, I can put a chest freezer down, I can put a chest freezer here, move those down, and I can have a beer dispensing unit in here. I'll cram this in, I'll put this in, I'll put that in. Now I've got to get rid of those because I don't really use them. I don't really use any bottles here, guys. If you watch my channel in Brisbane and want some bottles, come and get some bottles, guys. I'm only going to charge $10 a bottle. But, this stuff here, this gets removed outside on the brew day. So, it's all pretty cool. Really rocking Billy there. Yeah, so that gets moved out because that's gas, obviously. I did mention that in my last video. That's the gas side of it, so that's the heat. I am yet to finish installing one fan down the bottom of my shed to bring in the cold air and to recirculate the cold air all day through here. Because at the front of the shed, it does get a bit hot in the morning, but in the afternoon the shed drops down. I think on Saturday's brew day, for those of you out there are concerned about the heat I'm going to have in here, the hottest my shed got at the middle point, and we'll have a look at the middle point, is where that steel line esky is. There's a temperature probe right there. The hottest it got there was 32 degrees. It was obviously hotter at this end because I had all this stuff. But to be able to walk down there where that aircon is and stand in front of the aircon, it's magic. Absolutely magic. The aircon is not for chilling this 100% of the time. That aircon is for me to turn it on and stand down there when I need it on a brew day. So I turn it on and leave it on for the entire brew day. It's not on today, I don't need it on. I'm only just coming in and out of here grabbing tools in and out. But I've got a 10-inch exhaust fan that I'm going to put low to the floor and have it just sucking cold air in from the back of the van, back of the container, which will force air in and the hot air out. I'll slit a little vent across the top there at the back, so it will blow air, cold air across the floor and circulate the hot air back out the top. Is my plan. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with that, eh? But absolute magic. You know, after just throwing all the crap in here and then trying to work around it, it actually really worked. Very happy with the results. It's not hard to brew in here once I get the bottles out of here and all my tools in here. You know, I can put the welder, the compressor and everything up against the wall. I'm actually going to have a bit more room in here. I did set the marquee up out there. The marquee is set up out there just to give me a bit more shade for when I walk to the house. But you know, I reckon once I get the false roof on, we're going to be rocking in here. Absolutely rocking. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Alright guys, I'm enjoying a lager that I brewed. This was the third beer on beer brew, so the yeast cleaned it like nothing else. And this is Hallertau melon, strawberry, apricot, melon flavored hops, and they are very nice. I have played around with them a bit. I think this time I got a really good result. I backed the hop additions off a lot, and yeah, came up with a nice smooth beer, nice creamy head for those people out there. You know, it's a plastic glass, by the way, guys. Nice carbonation. It's an Oktoberfest glass that I've had for, no date on there, but probably 5 or 6 years. Use them for everything. I use them to make coffee. I wash them with soap and liquid. I don't do that, Tiny. You won't get any bubbles in it. What do you mean I won't get any bubbles in it? The naysayers, you don't use soap on a beer glass. Oh, who gives a fuck? I do. It's that simple. I do a lot of things I shouldn't. Tiny drinks good beer. Alright guys, sorry there was no brew day footage. I did want to make sure there was no bugs with my system, no problems that arose. So having a camera on was just another distraction for me. But yeah guys, stay tuned for more videos to come. And as always, like the video if you like it. Don't like the video if you don't like it. Leave a comment. Tell me why you didn't like it. Leave a comment. Say g'day. I'll say g'day back. As always though, remember, this shit, good for your smart stuff.